I noticed it on YouTube for the shorts. They never give you the picture or the thumbnail that makes your video look very good. So I said, okay, what if I have my own presentation? Of course, one of the other things that I noticed on YouTube is that my older presentations never get shown, and I guess there are some sort of tricks that you can repost things. So I decided to write an application that would allow me to put all my collection together in a way that I can promote, people can watch and see the videos. And basically here's what I have. I made it so that I can create different screenshots, different folders. So I have series. This is my IANA series. So any other series that I do, it will simply pick up that new series and then start a new layer. Stories, which I haven't started yet, will just be single stories about AI stories about how individuals and people, organizations are using AI. Products I pick up, they're all the AI insights that I have that actually refer to services. Maybe the people want to know what the services were. And this is the platform. As a multi-application platform, I'll be transferring a lot of the videos here on how that platform is coming along. And then I have, I record the views here. So I have my own way of collecting my own views, and I allow people to go in and see which videos have the most views. Of course, now most of this is just testing information. So a lot of these views are just coming from me testing the platform. So the person would go in and they could see, for example, they want to see what this particular, maybe this is a hot view. Okay, kind of reset because I did there. Let me go back. So we go back here, and this is that, for example, somebody says, okay, I want to see what this is about. They can go in, and all of my shorts, they have an article attached to them. And previously I was putting all of these articles on media, and then I said, okay, let me collect them together so that people can watch both of them. So if you go, for example, here, and you want to see, okay, the same one, which is that. So click it, you go in there. This will take you to the article, which is obviously more than 1 minute. And this takes you back. I have all of the various social media that you can share on. I have my own like button. It has nothing to do with the like on YouTube. And I have my own subscribe. Subscribe is connected to Google Forms, and so you can go into Google Forms and people can subscribe. I find that's quite easy to, rather than write my own code, which I could, but rather than write my own code, I could use Google Forms to allow people to go in. And I think it's maybe for them, it's a little bit more comfortable because they know they're dealing with a Google product, and they have, they can go in and they can unsubscribe easily. And what I do is that, if you notice that I have all of my videos, these are all the poster images that I made for my shorts. If you go to YouTube and you look at the shorts there, so if I go in and I go to the channel.
The all-in-one application.
Okay. So if I go in to see the shorts here, so you're going to, for some reason that the YouTube decided to pick out images in the middle, which for me, I don't know, I can't really understand the idea behind that, but maybe it's because the way they're presenting the shorts on mobile, they just want to play immediately and they don't want to have sort of an image there. But the shorts is a really good format because it's designed for mobile, and it would be nice that you could pick out your own if you are on the main YouTube channel. Say if you're on a browser or something like that you could see a thumbnail. But of course they're not doing that, and that I think is probably one of the reasons why I decided to go for my own application. So how the application works is basically I wrote it in, I used Svelte, and I have Python in the background doing a few simple things. And I've done something, for example, I've created a leaderboard where somebody can pick they can pick what kind of animal or what their initial, and it will track how many times these people came to the site. And of course, it's just one of these silly things. I decided, let me try that rather than have something that is really purely likes and comments and things. I said, okay, let me do something different. So the person can come in and they can choose an animal that they like, and it will track every time they come on. So it will increase whatever it is, giraffe or panda or whatever they choose. And I'll see how that works out, see if people like it or not. Then what I do is that obviously you see that I organize the videos. If it's a new video within 1 week or 2 weeks, I think I could set an option where somebody could pick their own date range. So it will show that the video is new. And that's good for people that are just coming and they want to see are there any new videos. And on series, what I did was, a series are always ordered because it's a story format, and you have 1, 2, 3. In the case of Ayana, the Navajo flower, that there will be 20 in this series. And what I do is I put, normally because the last one is going to come at the end, so what I do is I pick the last one, which people might be coming back and they want to find out what's the next one. I put that first, and I also show that it's new. And the way I present these videos is a little bit different, because when I do another series of some other topic, it's going to come down below that. So now here I have on, let's say I do something else too, because maybe you want to support your videos with affiliates, or maybe you have some advertising or something like that. That's why I always pick out from the products page, because whatever it is that you're doing, you might have some affiliates or something that you're promoting, and that could be on the products page. And so when you go to your regular insights, series, or stories, then what you can do is it will pick out randomly 3 of those and put them up as featured AI products and services that people can click. If they clicked it, they would go and they would be able to go and see, and maybe your affiliate information could be in the article side. Then, for as far as the insights are concerned, when you copy something, for example, I copy this link. If I were to go here and I were to put that link in, it would come back and immediately would take you back to the insights. And if I copy this link and I put it in another, not only would it take you back, but it would immediately show the screen. And so when you close it, that's going to be your featured video, because you might have shared that link somewhere, and when the moment you share that link and the person comes back and then they maybe stop it, they'll always be reminded that that was the feature that they selected. So if we go back, for example, and I do a refresh, it picks out 3 videos. What are these 3 videos? Anything below the scroll line. Now that's one of the problems that you might have with showing something by date. The problem is that those last videos, it's unlikely that people might not scroll down. So what I do is I pick 3 random below the line videos and I put them up here so they look like featured videos. That gives the videos that are down below a different chance. Another thing that I do in the search, I have a smart search, for example. I'll put a car. This uses cosine similarity, and as you can see that it puts up a percentage there that it found relative to your search topic, that this is 100%. It found that word, that concept in there. And so it will show the user when they do their search, it's going to give them what is the percentage of reliability that is in the video itself. What else? So now we can kind of go back and how Okay, as far as the likes are concerned, the likes are a little Python program in the back. So any of these cheap websites that supports at least Python CGI, that code will just simply increment. It'll increment the likes. And another thing that I do, I've put in Google Analytics. So if I go here to the Google Analytics development, analytics, right? So I put Google Analytics in here, so you go back and you can track and see where people are coming from, what are they using, what kind of devices are they using, and of course I have the cookies warning there, so that people can, they can either I tell them that we're using cookies and this is what we're using it for. Okay, they can either not use the site or accept it. And if they use the site, that they're essentially accepting the fact that we're using cookies and we're not tracking personal data or anything like that. So, of course, the question would be, how am I putting up new videos? What do I do to put a new video into the system? So, if we go back to the code. Let me tell you some very important things that need to be done. So when you share a file, the metadata in there, you have to be able to, that metadata can be in the HTML file itself. So there's a few things that need to be done. One of the things is that I have a preprocessor, and this preprocessor, what it does is it creates an individual file about every video that there is, and it pulls it from the info data. So the info data, every time I produce another video on YouTube, depending on what folder it is, I copy paste and I put the information here. So it will tell it that this is the published date, this is the unique YouTube ID, this is my title, this is description. And by the way, you can change these. They can be different or shorter than what you have on YouTube. And then I have the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail that I create when I use my own video application. And I put the group in here and I put some categories. These categories are used, they help within that search structure. So you can put keywords in there that might not be in the document that will help during the search. So I will simply just copy, paste, and then change the details, and then I have to rebuild and then upload again. And I guess one of the reasons why I did it this way was because otherwise you're going to have to put, if you're going to allow uploading and doing things on the fly like that, then that's a bit of a security risk. And also for me in particular, I think one of the reasons why I'm doing it this way is simply because it's under development, so I'm coming up with sort of new ideas. And when I'm doing the series, in the series I have a sequence field, and that sequence field will tell what is a particular sequence. Going back to the pre-processing, the preprocessor will create individual videos. It'll create individual video files, HTML files, that will hold all of the metadata. And sort of the reason why this is important, because when you copy the link and you share it, you need to have that metadata information in order for it to show the picture, description, and title. Now these in themselves don't do anything, but in my program, what I do, if I go to the header here, in my program what I do is I pick up these incoming requests, and then I know how to route to which page. And at the same time, I know, for example, if I'm in views, I have my component here, which is, let's go to the series page, right? So I go to the series page, and in the series page, I pick up, was that a link? If it's a link, then what I do is I build the page. I build the page according to the link that was sent. Now all this is modular. I can easily expand and create different kinds of folders for different shorts that I have. And I'm even working on a way to put the wider, this started out just as a project for the shorts, but then I said, okay, let me also make it for some of the longer format videos. And getting back to the preprocessor, so what happens is when I run the build, it's going to come here to this linked list, and this linked list is going to build all of the metadata at one go, and it's going to put all the links in one file. So it puts all of the links here, and this is what, if we go back to, let's see here, if we go back to the, I want to tell, the robots, we tell robots that we want the site to be scanned, and we give it our sitemap XML, and this tells any scanner where all the files are. And of course then it shows the video links. So what happens, it'll go to the video links, it will find that these are all of your HTML files, and these HTML files are actually in here. The only things these HTML files are doing is providing the metadata, and they'll provide a redirect that will actually be used by the single page application in order for it to tell it where to load the application. Then what else did I do? So like I said, I just have, this is the only thing that needs to be changed here. So anytime I create a new video, all I need to do is I go copy paste this information here. I go down, I do my build, so I just build it. So I run my build, that will build the whole file. And then I go and I use my FTP and I just copy it. Maybe later I'll make it so that somebody could maybe have sort of an interface where they can sign in as an admin and maybe do things on their own. But for now, I'm just building this for myself. And maybe later I'll just release it, let people, use it or contribute something to use it. We'll see. So now, if I go back, now here's some of the interesting things that you can do if you have videos that that are dead. They're essentially dead. Videos that can be seen time and time again. You go copy paste, and if I could show you what one of the links looks like, just let me go to. So this is one of the links. That link is tied to a metadata file that will just show you a picture called Insights. If I go here and I copy that link, then this link will go to that videos file, Insights, and then that will just provide the metadata. And if somebody clicks on that, so if we go there, we take this one and we open up another, let's say a new tab, post it, what's it going to do? It's going to go in and it'll provide that thumbnail right away. Then a person could go click, they can play.
Literally, breaking news is a chunk of Antarctica bread software. It's not just a chunk. You could.
So that's it. That's sort of that's the idea behind it. And I think this is also, it's really good for YouTube in a way, because what'll happen is that there's many people maybe that don't know that you have a channel. They don't know that you have good content, and they're going to click it. And then of course when you play a YouTube video, it gives you the option to go into YouTube and watch it in YouTube. So then of course then all these will be put over there. But I think the one thing that this does is it allows you to have, with your shorts, allows you to have like your little poster image presented in such a nice way that people can enjoy, and they can look at your videos. Right. So leave me your comments and let me know what you think about this application, and look forward to posting other videos as I create new things in this particular application.